Welcome back to Titan Table Talk as we got a repeat guest here, Coach Kelly. Hey, welcome back.
Thank you.
And congratulations on your first win.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
That had to be a great feeling.
It was not a long time coming, but it's good to be on the other side of it now and get that win. And I'm proud of the girls for all they've done. And as much as I wish it was all my efforts, I did nothing but stand there and yell them. So they did a great job, and props to the girls.
You yelled to them, not
I yelled
at
to
them, right?
them, correct.
Well, I'll make sure we use the right prepositional phrase there for any English majors who are out there. But 22-8, that had to feel good going into the last 10 minutes of the game, knowing that, hey, unless the world ends, we're getting our win.
Yeah, no, we definitely paced ourselves well, and I think a lot of different girls saw a lot of different opportunities, and the way we structured our play was, to come out of the gates really hot and make sure we're playing our tight lacrosse game right off the bat, and then continue to thrive in the environment that we were in on the field. And by the end, we had secured it, so we, again, were able to see some new opportunities and a lot of different scores, and I think it balanced out really well.
Well, you won every quarter.
We did.
7-3, 6-1. Third quarter a little tough, 4-3, and then 5-1.
Yeah.
That's pretty good domination.
Yeah, we paced ourselves well, and then again we were able to kind of run through some plays at the end there to make sure that we're being prepared for those games when we might have to hang on to the ball a little bit longer, or really value those possessions. So they did a good job. I'm proud of them.
Well, coming up on Wednesday, which will be the day after this airs because it goes out on Tuesday, you host Edgewood. Tell us a little bit about preparation for that.
Yeah, so it's going to be similar to this past week. Obviously, these past few games have been a challenge. Statistically, I think with our record 1-3, it's the girls are coming in off high morale off this last win. So coming in with that confidence and knowing we're at home before we head the road for spring break. So I think that's going to be a big boost for them. But prepping in similar ways, focusing on the basics, the fundamentals, and then just adapting and knowing now with a few games under about what girls can do, how do we make those girls shine and how do we play to our strengths.
Well, I know where I went to school, our soccer coach, he always, in 45-minute halves, there always said, first 10, last 10.
Mm-hmm.
First 10 of the half, last 10 of the half are the major points. For lacrosse, you got 4 quarters.
Yeah.
10 minutes, 15 minutes.
15 minutes.
15
quarter,
minutes.
Yeah.
So is it like the first 2 or 3 minutes of each quarter and the last 2 or 3, the big push, get the advantage in those and play even the rest of the way?
A bit. I think our motto on our team is, play the full 60. Come out the gates the way you want to finish is the way you want to start. So if we're starting slow, that's, there's some adaptations that have to be made. But just like we do in practice, we're coming out the gates hot and making sure that we're playing our full strength, those full 60 minutes, so that we're not letting up. And regardless of the score, regardless of the team, we're playing tight lacrosse the whole time. So yes, those quarters are important, and they do allow for some breaks and some changes and some, whether it's lineups or positions or plays. But I think coming out strong and consistent is our biggest strength.
Well, you alluded to your spring break trip coming up, headed out to Kentucky and Virginia for some matches there. Beyond the wins and losses, because obviously we want 3 wins.
Absolutely.
But let's get beyond that. What else are you looking for the team to get out of this trip over spring break?
I think just seeing some new styles of play. I mean, our past games, we've played Colorado roads in the past, but just seeing different styles, seeing different ways that we can take advantage of, knowing Midwest lacrosse and bringing that out east a little bit. Learning from those other teams, but just getting that competition to prep for the conference season. I think these teams we'll see over our break are going to be a good preparation for what we'll see later in April when we head into our conference season. So just, again, playing tight lacrosse with the numbers and the people that we've got and going out there strong.
Well, and then I got to bring up the team you play when you come back, because it's sister school to where I went, Concordia, Chicago.
Yes.
Beat the Cougars, please.
I will.
But you head up there. Tell us a little bit about the rest of the pre-conference season, because obviously conference is what's really going to matter.
Right.
But what are some of the goals that you have to get ready for conference?
Well, first with Concordia, it'll be a fun game. One of our alumni, Maggie Torres, is the graduate assistant there, so it's always fun to play some alum, as we did in Aurora last week. But I think in these non-conference games leading up to, it's just about making sure we're finalizing little details, being able to apply those fundamentals, and really getting creative with our play. I think we have a lot of strong talent, both in the senior, junior, sophomore, and freshman class. So learning how to play with one another in different spots and just now learning and really thriving to everyone's strengths. Whether you like to drive or feed the ball, what is going to be the best, and how do we make those opportunities available for our teammates, for everyone across the board.
And probably also similar to basketball, trying to get your scorers the ball in the position where they like it, so they don't have to fight to get to that position, but they're there when they get it, they're ready to go as they get it.
And then them knowing too, like if I am in a position where I want to score and I'm not maybe in my comfortable position to score, how do I make an opportunity for my teammate? How do I get that ball off and move it quickly to see who's next?
So conference obviously is very important as you get there. You get 6 conference matches, which wrap up the regular season. Obviously, 6-0 in conference would be awesome.
Yeah.
Never than that. But you weren't picked to win conference.
Nope.
So what are some of the keys to moving up the list in conference to be able to make the postseason?
I think just taking advantage of those little wins throughout the season and every game taking away those learning pieces. I know we're going to see some challenging teams in conference that we've seen, and we might be the underdog, but I think the teams that are ranked above us know that we're here to give up a fight. You know what I mean? We're ready to go. And again, these games that we're prepping for in the meantime with spring break and with those non-conference matchups before we hit conference are really going to help us to prepare for those types of games and that speed.
So let's go back to that Augsburg game because it's fun to talk about wins, especially when you win 22-8. Defensively, who are the ones who stepped up to hold Augsburg to just 8? Yeah,
I think Lizzie, our goalie, starting to have an amazing game. She had a few stops and she was in for only 30 minutes of play, and then we put in Simone. Both the goalies had a phenomenal game, and I'm proud of the way they performed. And then on the field defensively, I think Julie Roskowski, our junior defender, as well as our freshman midfielder, Devin Hansen. A lot of calls turnovers there. And the middies in general, I think their strength in the defense and just their communication in the back end really proved, obviously, great potential for our attacking side, but it all starts with that defensive end and keeping them out.
Well, and one of the keys to lacrosse, and I got to see a little bit of the men's game on Saturday just before the volleyball game. I was watching the stream of that. Tyler and his crew doing a great job on that. The face-offs, you know, getting, and I don't know if that's what you call them. Draws. The draws that you do. Who are the ones that you put in there for those draws that tend to be successful?
So we've got 3 freshmen right now lined up to take. We've got Devin, Sadie, and Carly typically taking, and then we have a senior attacker midfielder, Sarah Gleason, who spotlights on the circle. Sometimes we're taking just with her height and with her speed, with her stick. We've got a strong midfield crew, and I think as they learn to play with one another and keep improving on their quickness and agility and just that ball tracking, I think that's where the possession starts, and that's what kind of gets the momentum of the game going. So we'll continue to work on those draws and maintaining possession, and I think from there it's just about how do we transfer that down to the back of the net.
Well, that's the best way to play defense. Win the draw, possess the ball, and score.
Yep, I tell them that all the time.
and you know, the goalie might get a little bored, but hey, I think the goalie
that's
is very happy.
Yeah.
All right, so you win the draw, you get on the offense. Yep. Who are the goal scorers for you?
That's hard to say. I really think we're a balanced attack, and everyone is a threat, whether it's driving, feeding, looking for the next pass, creating space, and that's what we talk about all the time. It's not just, you know, one person that another team's going to scout and look out for. It's our whole 7 down there, and I think that's something we're really proud of as a team. Whether it's, you know, a couple freshmen who like to drive and take those 1v1s versus who are the girls who are creating space for that to even happen, who are the girls that are passing the ball to them and getting out of the way for that to occur. But I think we've got strength all over. I know one of our, based on this weekend, Mia Fiandaka, who has not played a game yet this season, came in and scored 6 goals right off the bat. So she's definitely a force to be reckoned with on the attacking end, but she is a midfielder. So as we transition her into the midfield these next few weeks, we'll see what she's got to offer. But really excited for all 7 and everyone who kind of spotlights up there on the attacking end as midfielders.
I'll tell you what, if the young ladies play with the energy that you have right now, you guys are going to do awesome this year.
Thank you.
I love the energy. I love you coming in talking with us. Hopefully we'll get to talk a little bit more.
Absolutely. Looking forward to it. Thank you.
That is Coach Kelly, Women's Lacrosse, and again, congratulations on that first win.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
You are watching Titan Table Talk.